we don't do the commercial. There is a broker that normally comes to our group that does do commercial, which we'd love to introduce you to. So if you know anyone that wants to get into the property market, there's a lot of government schemes out there for first home buyers at the moment. There's a 5% low deposit scheme for single people and couples. There's a 2% single parent scheme. There's exemptions to stamp duty. There's first home buyers grants. There's lots of schemes. I don't care if the people are not ready to go ahead. If they've got no clue on where they're up to or how to get ready, that's a perfect referral to me, because I'd love to sit down with them, put a plan in place so that they can buy their own home one day like Rob's done. So that's my perfect referral. But Campbell's asked me today to talk about Facebook with you, because Facebook is one of the places that I get a lot of business from. So we would get probably 3 or 4 inquiries every day generated from Facebook. And it hasn't happened overnight, so I'm going to share some of my tips with you now. This is not my business area. This is probably Rob's business area. So if you need a hand getting your Facebook set up and getting more on track, get in touch with Rob, because you do that, don't you, Rob? Yes. So that would be Rob's area. And Rob, if I'm saying stuff today that you think, no, that's not right, just jump in. This is what's worked for me, but it's not necessarily the best practice. So if Rob's got a better suggestion, he'll sing out. But Rob's been amazing for our group, and he's given us a lot of tips and hints that we've used in getting our group set up. So if you want to have a meeting with Rob and get him to help you set yours up, it would be a great idea. So the first tip that I've got is on your personal page. Make sure that you...
I had to delete a few of my posts before I showed Anita my personal page. No, not really.
So we're in Campbell's computer at the moment. So if you have a look there, Campbell's got 3,500 friends. So that means that he's got 3,500 people that are watching his Facebook to see what's going on. Now, at least once a week, you should be posting something about your business, because those 3,500 people know other people, and if they know that Campbell's a real estate agent and that they're looking to sell their house, they'll go, oh, that guy that's on my Facebook, even if they don't know Campbell particularly well, if he's posting at least once a week about his business, that's the perfect way to get that message across to that database. It's like a database. I do that at least once a week, so I post on my personal Facebook every day about something. That way my people are getting to know me as a person, but then once a week they're hearing about me as a business as well. Campbell and I both similar number of Facebook friends, and you'd be surprised at the number of people that refer to me because they see me post about finance and tag me in posts and all of that sort of thing. Also, make sure that your Facebook shows your business name. So when you go into the about information here, you can modify that so that you can say that Campbell works at Harcourt's Real Estate. So make sure that you put down where you work so that people can easily find you. And then you can also set it up so that if you click on that, it will go to your business page. So that's another good tip. And then everyone, if you want your business to be found on Facebook, you need to also have a business page. So Gold Coast Referral Business, we have our own business page. I'll just bring that up. So it's called Gold Coast Referral Group. So this one's called our page. So that's not a group, it's our actual business page. And you'll see that this morning when we started our meeting, I took a photo and I put a little post there saying that the business is underway. Now, one way that we would love you to help us get the word out about this group is if you go in there and you like it, and you can also comment on it, saying great meeting or whatever you want to say. Great meeting today. And then Rob gave us a tip a few weeks ago that if you also tag someone in the comments, so I'm going to tag Marion, for example. Marion, great to see you. Because I've tagged Marion in the post, I've commented on it, it's going to help that post get a higher organic reach. So the more of us that can like our posts, share them, comment on them, tag friends in them, the better. That's going to get us a better reach for our group. And that's the same with your own Facebook page. So if you've got your business page, try and get your friends, or if you've got staff members, get them to comment on it, like it, share it. I'm forever getting my team members to share our posts because it gets us a better organic reach. And my girls have got different groups that they're all in that they share to, and it really gets us a lot of reach throughout Facebook, and I don't pay a cent for any ads. And Rob also suggested that at the start, don't pay for ads because you can get your own reach out there. Make sure you share your main page stuff into groups. So the Gold Coast Girls in Business is a good example where, although you can't share in that, there's a few different groups: Gold Coast Business Advertising, Gold Coast Real Estate. There's different groups that do allow you to share your business post in there. So definitely do that, because once again, the more you can get your name out and about in the community, the more reach you're going to get. And like I said, get your friends and family to comment on posts. The other tip that I've got is make sure all of your business posts have got a call to action. So a phone number, the message button, or an email address, so you're clearly telling people how they can get in touch with you. So, I might put an ad up saying, first home buyers, there's a great new government scheme out. If you would like to know more, here's my email address or here's my phone number. So make it really easy for people to contact you, because people are lazy. They will just, oh, that sounds like a good idea, but not do anything. Whereas if you've got that call to action, it prompts them to actually do something about it straight away. Now, what else have I got here? So then we've also got groups. Now, we had a gentleman that came to one of our groups here and suggested to Campbell and I that groups is the latest place to be promoting yourself and getting your name out and about. So we set up a group for this group called Gold Coast Referral Group Private Members Only. Just find it.
And this is where this live video is going to, is their private group. So you might even be able to see it on there, would you? Can you share?
So that's the private group. So that's just for our members. So in that group, anytime you want to, you can put a post. If you want me to share it, or you want other people in the group to share it, just pop your link in there, or ask us to share it and we can. Or if you want us to know something about a special that you've got, pop the details in there. And you can post. So Campbell has got me posting live.
It's all about you.
So that's a private group. So groups are a fantastic place to promote your business. My suggestion for groups though is make sure you post in there every single day, and make information, not ads. It's no use doing an ad on your business. People don't want to read ads. They want to read tips, information, something that's interesting to them. So in our first home buyers group, we put tips every day for first home buyers about something that's going to be helpful for them. Now, a group doesn't grow overnight. It takes time. So if you've just started a group, Chev, I know you've got a new group that you're set up. It takes a long time. I've got my first home buyers group I've been running for several years now. We've got about 1,300 people in that group, and we get a lot of inquiries from that group, but it hasn't happened overnight. It's taken a long time with my team and I putting daily tips in there.
And you put some really good tips in there as well too, which are always interesting to read. I find them interesting. I'm in real estate. No, it is really good.
And then we've also got another one called Home Buyers Tips. So, we've got those two groups that we promote our business in, but doing it through tips, not through ads. And we do put call to actions on most of those so that people can easily contact us. Marion is a huge sharer of our group tips, and we appreciate that a lot. That helps as well, a lot of organic reach. For those of you females in the room, Gold Coast Girls in Business is a fantastic group on Facebook. You're not allowed, unless you're a member, you're not allowed to actually advertise your business in there, but you'll see people asking for recommendations. Marion, Agnieszka, Katie, Pam, there's so many of us that tag each other in the post. If someone's looking for a therapist, we've been tagging Chef. There's all sorts of tagging is going on in that group. So if you're not in that group, or if you're a male and you've got staff members, perhaps you could ask them to jump into the group, because it is a really amazing source of referrals. And that's pretty much it. Now, Rob, what have I left out?
No, go on, AJ's got a question.
No, I was just going to say, what about the Facebook recommendation?
Sorry?
The reviews, Facebook reviews?
Oh yeah, okay, so Facebook reviews. So page. So this is my one that I'm bringing up now, Advanced Finance Solutions. And if you go to reviews, you'll see that we've got
Office. Yeah, you just got to get the first one.
supplies. Okay. So if we go to AJ's business, when we go to reviews, if I wanted to write a review for AJ, do you recommend Easy Office Supplies? Yes. And then Campbell could write a recommendation for AJ.
You could do that now if you like.
Okay,
Awesome guy.
do that. And while Rob maybe fills in any gaps that I've missed out.
Oh yeah. So I think the other thing is, and I just did it on the post around this morning. So tagging other people in the post. So if you want to get more organic reach, then you need to be active. It can be a little bit time consuming, and it can be quite overwhelming. But if you take sort of 10 minutes, instead of maybe just scrolling through videos or feed, and it can happen, you sort of like, oh, what happened in that 10 minutes is gone. If you actually just start commenting on other people's posts and then tag, so don't just share it, but like tag their name in the post. So I just tagged a friend of mine, Sarah, who's been talking about doing some networking. Same on Instagram as well. We haven't really touched on Instagram, but that's more engagement, replying to people's posts, saying thank you when they post. But yeah, I think for us as a collective group, I mean, how many people are in here today? Like 20. If we all shared, but also commented on that post that Anita did of this morning, just literally comments saying like, great meeting, or Rob's amazing, or whatever you want to say. Then I thought I was going to get more of a laugh. Apparently not. Tough crowd. No, but if we all commented, then people will see on their newsfeed that you've commented on a group. So saying goes, if you comment on, that's why people comment on their own posts, because it does, you see other people going, oh, what are they commenting on? So it's important that you comment on this group, but also, if you wanted to promote other people's businesses, just putting a comment on their most recent post. Because what happens is, psychology-wise, people tend to comment on things that they don't like, and they just like the things that they like. But liking isn't enough. You need to actually go in and say, hey, she had great work on that webinar. Like her and Kelly shared their thing on the webinar. We got like 8 or 9 likes from this group, but it's the comments that get things going. So you need to comment, and if we all, because we see it, we like it, we scroll. See it, like it, scroll. That's how we sort of do it now. Whereas if you stop, comment and go, great work, then move on, that will create engagement for other people. So that would be my big thing. Maybe one time I'll do one on Instagram, because Instagram is definitely the place to be right now. Reels especially. If I've lost you, I'll explain it.
My add a little bit extra about how young people Facebook actually prefers a reaction. So like is the absolute baseline. It will get more traction if it's actually like a care or a love or a response like that. They're really upping the ante with the algorithm. One of the feedback from other groups that I'm in about that.
Yeah. If you want big reach, Instagram is away from it.
What happens if you try to take a person,
Yeah.
but that person's not in that group or whatever? And often when I'm tagging people, or someone's looking for that business or that person, their name doesn't come up. Is that because I'm not familiar with it?
Yeah.
Or they might not be member, you know what I'm saying? So they might not be my friend.
Easy to just screenshot and just say like I've recommended Anita at like Advanced Financial, put their website, and then just send Anita a message and say, hey, I've tagged you. If you can't, because sometimes you get like the seconds won't allow it. So.
Rob, you don't come up a lot. For some reason, you'll be there one day when I'm recruiting.
There's other reasons for that. I'm shadow banned on Facebook, so I share my opinion and I get banned. So.
What jail to do is,
Yeah, I am literally. Yeah.
everybody in the group needs to tell us what your Facebook name is. Because like, for example, we've got Bill who does the cleaning, all pro clean. He's not Bill, he's Billy. And I refer him a lot because there's a lot of cleaning things. But we need to know A, what your Facebook name is so we can keep referring you. And B, when we referred you, we need you to come back and go thank you so that I know you've got it. Because what I do is I refer you and I drop in your business card. Because I just feel if people see your business card, they're going to phone. They don't have to go and contact you on Facebook. They've got your phone, they've got your email. So I actually drop in your business card. But I've referred dozens and dozens and dozens. And
Hundreds. Hundreds.
Thanks, so that I know you've got it. Because what happens on Facebook, I know. If somebody refers somebody and I respond, and nobody comes back to me, I'm not going to refer that person again. So we need to build that. We need your Facebook. We need to know who you are on Facebook. And everybody needs to be on Facebook. Because I've tried to find everybody in the group. That's like my evening function, trying to find who you are. And then I go, oh, could it be this person? So give us your Facebook name, and then you need to be proactive there. Because we can only help so far. And I know Anita's very, very busy. Shep's very busy. Aniska's very busy. Pam and Katie come in. So we've got a lot of people working, and we all on the woman in Gold Coast, and they ask for everything every day. And then there's another one
Like-minded bitches.
like-minded bitches. They're also very busy. So there's a lot of very big women, and we're not shy, boy. We just recommend all you guys.
The difficulty in the group though is if we're not in that group, we won't see the tag because we can't, like, I'm not, so if you yeah, I know.
Very
I
bitch.
should call it like if you, that's where like the collective, like, okay, I've just tagged you in a post and in it privately, but if you don't know, I get what you're saying, if you don't know who that person is or can't find them, which is why the group would be useful. So if we're all in the private group, then you'll know who those people are. So if everyone can go and join that group, then these guys can find us and make it a bit easier. Or you could just summarise in the group and say, hey, I've tagged 10 people today.
Just a quick question. So, with my business, like Easy Option Supplies and marketing, how do I get involved with this female? My target market is female audience. So how do I, is there any suggestion?
You'll get your wife to be on it. So
But
get your wife
she's
to
not,
join that.
but she's not involved in the business. So if she's busy, she's not involved in the business.
You can dress up like you do on a Saturday night, AJ.
What happens